Hey guys, it's Omar2B. Welcome back to my channel. I'll be honest with you, I just woke up. My beard's uncombed, it's unkept. My hair looks kind of crazy right now because I haven't styled it. I haven't even washed my face. I haven't even brushed my teeth this afternoon because today is my mental health day and I needed it. If you follow me on Twitter, I talk to you guys about anxiety and how it's been kicking my ass for the last like 3 to 4 days and how I basically suffered from a couple of panic attacks and it freaked me the fuck out. I even just kind of sat down and filmed a video, a more lighthearted video, and I was watching the footage back and I just didn't seem real invested in what I was saying. It didn't seem really funny to me. It seemed pretty fake. I didn't want to put content out that seemed like I wasn't having fun. So I just wanted to sit down and talk to the camera about something that I've been going through. I have GAD, basically, which I believe is generalized anxiety disorder. Anxiety has been a part of my life probably from since I was a child, maybe since I was like 5 or 6. It's just been hitting me like crazy lately. And this is the reason why I'm taking a mental health day. I'm supposed to be at work right now, but I had to ask for the day off because I'm overworked, I'm tired, and I need to rest. I needed to take a break from my social media, friends, family, and just spend time recouping and really refocusing and just refreshing myself. I'm going to talk to you about anxiety and how it kind of plays a part in me sometimes being depressed and being not necessarily the nicest person sometimes, because the person that you see on camera is the good side of myself. Obviously on YouTube you want to, or YouTube or social media, you want to put forth the good side of yourself. You don't want to put forth the negative sides of yourself. And what I've seen in comments is that a lot of people really appreciate the fact that I'm very frank and that I'm very open and that I'm very human. And it's funny because I was trying to hide the side of myself, like the bad parts of myself. Like we all don't have those like rough edges to ourselves, as if we all don't struggle with certain things. And for me, it's part of healing. It's part of realizing that my issues aren't necessarily solitary. I'll speak from the beginning. Yes, I have GAD. I've suffered from GAD since I was a child. And I think it kind of has to do with my childhood. I'm not going to a lot. I didn't necessarily have the most stable childhood. I had a very, very, very rough childhood. I don't really talk about it. I don't like to necessarily talk about it a lot because it is kind of personal. Growing up in an unstable environment, it really affected my anxiety and how I view the world. Because basically, stability is something kind of I like to search for. Stability is something I like to see in partners and in my life, and it's something I like to chase throughout all like facets of my life. And when something starts to feel unstable, I do tend to kind of run away. I tend to kind of retreat back into my shell. For the past week or two, I've been feeling really down. I haven't really felt like myself, and I've been pretty drained. Like I just would come home and go to sleep. I really wouldn't work out because I'm trying to start working out. I wouldn't really want to hang out with friends. I didn't really want to text anybody. I just kind of wanted to close myself off and just go to sleep because I didn't feel like dealing with anything else. So a few days ago, I was in the middle of working. I was just talking with friends, and out of nowhere, I just noticed that my heart was like beating like crazy and I couldn't catch my breath and I felt like crying. Like, I don't know why. Why do you feel this way? There's nothing in your life that's causing you anxiety. You don't deserve to feel like this. When I know in the back of my mind that anxiety, it doesn't work like that. Little things can set off anxiety attacks. Little things can set off panic attacks. Sometimes it's the smallest, most insignificant things that will throw you into a full-blown panic attack. And for me, I have no idea what it was. A lot of people think when you have panic attacks that it's this big dramatic deal. But for me, when I deal with anxiety attacks and panic attacks, I tended to have them by myself. A lot of people have never seen me go through a panic attack before because usually I'm in a room by myself and I lock myself away, and it's me basically hyperventilating and crying and having this like breakdown until like I just feel like I can somewhat be okay. Thank God that no one came into the store when I was having my panic attack because I was just freaking out. I didn't know what was happening. I ended up texting a friend and saying, hey, I'm not sure if this is what's happening. I just need to tell somebody how I feel. It got to me. It got to me so bad. And I know a lot of people out there struggle with anxiety. And I think it's really interesting to open up the conversation in terms of the Black community. I know in my family, the talk of mental illness and anxiety and depression is very much swept under the rug. We don't have talks about them. I tried to talk to my mom about my anxiety issues when I was 19, and she didn't really show it any attention. She just kind of was like, okay. And it's swept under the rug and it's not discussed. And it should be. In the Black community, we like to think that we can pray it away and that God can be the savior to all our problems. I don't discredit religion. I don't discredit Christianity, even though I'm not religious. I am agnostic myself. If Christianity, if religion, if Islam, if any type of religion that you have is important to you and it helps you get through the day, that is beautiful. That's great. Personally, doesn't for me, but I think that's beautiful. I think your relationship with your religion is beautiful. It's your source of strength. But there are other ways to deal with anxiety, and deal with depression and deal with mental illnesses that I wish people in my family would understand. At one point, I do kind of want to see a therapist. I think only 2 people know this, but in college, for a little bit in freshman year, I actually went to a therapist because I had issues just really handling college, and I started having panic attacks by myself. I also had issues with my sexuality at that time. Thank God at college it was free. I had someone who I could talk to who would listen to my issues and be completely objective about it for about an hour, and it felt so freeing to talk to them about that and make me feel like I wasn't going crazy. And even though I have friends, they discuss my issues in a subjective light because they love me and they care about me and they want me to be okay. I think sometimes I need that person to talk to who's impartial to my life and our relationship and can really tell me what I need to be told. I feel a little bit better today. I ended up going out to like a gay club with my friends about 2 days ago, and I had such a blast, and it put me in such better spirits. I walked into work Sunday for like 7 hours and I just felt refreshed. I was tired. I was hungover. I had a freaking hickey in my neck that's like ridiculously crazy. I feel so much better because I got a release from my issues, got a release from my problems. I wanted to open up this conversation about depression, anxiety, and mental illness, and what do you guys suffer with? It's okay to talk about it. We live in a society where we don't like to talk about our issues. We don't feel a need to complain about our issues, and I am the number one person to do that. I am a type of person who I want to hear about other people's issues because I want to help them, but oftentimes I don't like to talk about my issues. I don't like to confront my own issues. I feel like they're not worthy of anyone's attention. I don't want to stress anyone else out with my issues when they're going through their own shit. And I realized that self-care is number one. I need to talk to people about my issues. I need to take care of myself. How am I supposed to take care of anybody else? How am I supposed to love anyone else? How am I supposed to treat anybody else with respect if I don't respect myself, if I don't love myself, and I don't take care of myself? I learned over the past few days that I need to take care of myself. We have control over our own selves, and we should care about and love our own selves and put ourselves first. I know it's a bit of a selfish thought. I want to be on this earth for a very long time. I don't want to be stressed out. I want to enjoy my life and not necessarily let anxiety be a hassle for me. I found ways to deal with it. I do breathing techniques. I sleep. I rest. I will talk it out with myself. I will be very honest with you. I will smoke a J, and it just helps me just kind of relax and take away the issues. But I find ways to cope with my anxiety and cope with my issues. It's helping. And I want you guys to know that with any issues that you guys have, literally just find someone to talk to. Find ways to alleviate your issues. This video is all over the place. I just felt like talking to the camera. I didn't feel like sitting down and filming a haha video today. I just really wanted to be real and be honest and show you the parts of myself that aren't necessarily collected. I'm a human being and I have issues, and sometimes this is my source of therapy. Sometimes YouTube is my source of therapy. Sometimes when I feel like I don't have anybody to talk to in, like, I guess, my life, I talk to my camera. And I realize when I'm talking to my camera, I'm talking to hundreds to thousands of people who feel the exact same way that I feel and can relate to me and are saying that, hey, I go through that too, and I'm glad you spoke up about it because now I don't feel alone. I know it's cheesy as fuck, but there you go. That is my video for today, you guys. I just feel like I need to talk about it, and it feels refreshing to talk about it. I feel a lot better. As of right now, I am going to go back to sleep, maybe wake up, watch some Steven Universe because I need to catch up. And I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my off day. Make sure to follow me on my social media links below. It is Twitter, it is Snapchat, it is Tumblr, and it's Instagram. Make sure to click that big red button that says subscribe, and make sure to click that like button as well. And make sure to leave a comment. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for just really being there when I needed someone to talk to. This platform is really special to me, and I want to have more conversations about mental health and more conversations about anxiety and depression, maybe in the Black community, in the gay community, in any facets of life. If you want to make a video response, do so. If you want to leave a comment, a story, do so. I will be glad to read it and be glad to respond. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next Thursday, hopefully with a funny video and a lighthearted video. But thank you guys so much. You guys really mean a lot to me. Bye bye. You enjoy fucking or getting fucked most. London Drizzle, you